So 8 banner, right? I mean, let me check the Starrail stream first. Yeah, so what should we do with this account? First, if you have a dying account, that I mean you have only one strong team that can share content comfortably, and you don't even have a DPS or anything to go on the second side, then for the banner right now, the Herta is the best option you can choose. For the 4-star, I suggest you to like ignore them completely. Like completely ignore the 4-star. There's no 4-star worth getting in this banner at all. So if you already get the Herta, don't go for any more pulls. Do not stack PT or do not do anything on the Herta banner after you got them. Because like after you got the Herta, if you just stack and maybe you try to go like maybe try PT, all the pool will be waste, and all the 4-star you can get is something like Asta, Natasha, and Mozer, which is not compatible with most of the account in the current era. Mozer not worth. I mean Mozer at E6 still really good, but for new player who are just start or who are the returning player who don't have like Eidolon Mozer to begin with, I don't think they should go for E6 Mozer because it will cost a lot of pool. An E6 4-star, it either costs you like maybe 40 pools or 50 pools to E6, or they can just cost you like 300 or 400 pools, and you can't even get it's E6. It's really hard to reach there, and we can expect everyone to play Mozer at E2 or E4 on Super Break and stop, and expect them to do as well as someone who stay with 4-star since 1.0. They are gonna misplay a lot, and one misplay can cause a lot of frustration onto their gameplay and experience. So I don't recommend you doing that. Okay, so for newer player or for someone who doesn't form the team yet, I will repeat this again. There is Jade and Feixiao, right? I don't recommend you to back pulling any DPS on Honkai Star because like for Honkai Star, back pulling the DPS, when I mean like pulling the DPS on rerun, is not that good, because like when they rerun, it means their shelf life is already declining. The Feixiao is still the strongest single target DPS. I'm not gonna like deny on that, but to be completely fair, Feixiao with super low cost, unless you are running no sustain first, you're running no sustain for 0 cycle with like Eagle and Eagle turn swap or 10 turn Feixiao, for example, that one is really good. But if you drop the Bronya, for example, you run a E0 S0 Feixiao, E6 March, E0 SEO Robin, and a Gallagher, if you run something like that, you will notice, you will immediately, oh, is the stream still alive? Oh, it's still alive. If you run that, you will take like 4 or 5 cycle even against the Swarrock. And in the future, if they have more content that is AoE or stuff, even if it is a single target, I think you already feel the struggling of running Feixiao with low investment or with like low relic stuff. There's 2 ways to fix it. Either you hone your skill and try to do some 0 cycle, which I don't recommend you unless you like really into the game, or you just play with something better. So if you don't have Feixiao to begin with and you don't have much Jade, I don't recommend you to go for it. Okay, Jade is also like on the same spot right now. Jade is a AoE DPS, right? It's more of a true AoE DPS because from her trace and stuff, most of her damage come from her follow-up attack, and maybe she gives some speed. Maybe you will feel like her value goes up a lot with Herta, with the Herta, right? Like, oh, you play Jade with the Herta, and the Herta can get speed. Herta can deal some additional damage, but to be completely fair, the additional damage is like negligible, and you cannot give like a lot of buff to Jade as well. So for now, Jade looks like the best in slot support for Herta, but in reality, I don't think that Jade is that good. This is also why I don't showcase her from CE server that much. I mean, I don't do Jade with Herta on CE server at all, because like it could be misleading, or it could make like someone feel that Herta might need Jade to be the best, which in in the reality it's not. Yeah, if you really want Jade, I mean you don't have any problem with your money, you can top up in Starrail or whatever. You have like 3 billion Jade save up for her, then getting Jade is good. It's still okay, it's not that bad. She has some space to play, but if it worth your buck for now, I don't think so. So yeah, and if you want Jade, just in case you have some spare pool left, if you want Jade, for example, you want Jade with her signature icon, right? I suggest you pull Jade first, then you see how many pools you have left. If you have something like only 70 pool or something, I suggest you just save and use some other icon on Jade, because the damage for where she should be played in the future is not that important. For example, Jade at S1 and Jade at S0 will both clear pure fiction with 40k. The light cone will not change anything. The light cone will not make your pure fiction goes from 40k to 24k. It will not be that much gap anyway. So you save, you play with other light cone that you already have, you save the pool and you go for more character. That's the smartest way I can give you if you still want to play Jade. But if you can top up, you are like a whale, you're a giga whale, it's up to you. Play with who you want, just play for fun, it's good. Okay, but if you already pull Jade, your character is not on a good standing point and you want your account to be like stronger, then after you pull Jade, if you have like maybe 100 spare pool left and you already have Robin and stuff, I suggest you go for the Herta. So because if you go for the Herta, even if the Jade has lost all her value, she's still like a battery for Herta, which is pretty decent. She does some damage, she can be a battery for Herta. She makes Herta move faster, so it's okay, it's good. Yeah, okay, this is for the DPS. For the summary for these two DPS, Feixiao still good on the single target. If you want to pull them, it's fine, it's not that bad, but still back pulling the DPS is not always gonna be at 100% efficiency. If you don't care, you just want to clear content, this girl is the best. She needs nothing for her to work. She doesn't take anything away from your account. She doesn't use any premium support at all, and she will work. If you really want to play with Feixiao, you should already have Robin, or at least have some spare pool for Robin. So Feixiao with Robin or Feixiao with E1 Robin is pretty much preferable if you still want to survive in patch 3. Jade, as I mentioned earlier, if you really want to play Jade and you cannot stop yourself from pulling, like no one can stop you, and you get Jade, I suggest you check how much Stellar Jade you still have. If you can get Herta after Jade, then Jade still have place to go. If you don't have enough for guarantee 5-star, you stop, you save your past and go pull someone else in the future. I don't recommend you go for Jade signature light cone, even though it's really good for her, because like her signature light cone does not change anything. It won't make your pure fiction score change from like 80k up maybe 40k to 24k. It will not be that much different. It will not make Jade not killing anything. You still have a lot of cone to play with. The ignore depth on follow up is not that much important, because you don't have any different ignore unit in the team anyway. So it's gonna be like minor damage increase, and pure fiction is where you just hit them non-stop anyway. So one more hit is not gonna hurt anyone. You just hit one more time and enemy is dead, and you get the same result. It's maybe that one cycle slower, but it is what it is. You save 70 pool by not getting a C. The Jade have any different free light cone? I mean, Jade can use any light cone, right? For example, if you play Jade into pure fiction, if you somehow have this is good. If you have this is also good, because most of the Jade damage is a follow-up attack. You can use this Herta face light cone that no one used. Yeah, you can upgrade that, it's okay. You can use breakfast is pretty fine. It's not as good as that one, sure, but yeah, this one is okay. The damage is not gonna be that much different anyway. Like, it's not gonna your damage like 50% lower. No. But if you compare Jade with S1, compare with Jade S0 with a Robin, yeah, Jade S0 with Robin will be much stronger, right? Yeah, Jade and Argentina are just a battery for Herta. We are correct. every erudition right now be like, okay, can you be a Herta battery? No? Okay, you out. Jingxue is gone. Like, Jingxue, can you be a battery? No? Okay, you out. Tingyun, oh, you have Sunday to play. If you don't have Sunday, oh, you cannot be a battery either. Are you out? Yeah. So for Lingsha is sitting on a pretty weird spot, I must say. I mean, she's on a good spot, but a weirdly good spot. Like, you see her kid, right? I mean, this is actually my go-to sustain, which is pretty crazy that these two girls is like one of the best for their category. Lingsha, she has really high frequency of attack. She can heal, she can cleanse, she can do everything. She can deal some damage. She can like be on break team. She is super versatile, and for some case, she is really good with Herta too. Just because they can like she can pump more battery, like pump more energy for the Herta. But we just go to like. But for Lingsha, you really want Lingsha to go as fast as possible, right? So Lingsha with Quid Pro Pro is like, it's not that viable. There's other option that's better. For example, you maybe run like post op, so she can go faster with her out. She can battery much faster, right? Yeah. The next thing that I really want to tell is Lingsha does not have a point-to-click skill. Hua also does not have a point-to-click single target skill, so both cannot use the sacerdote set. But Gallagher with his skill, the skill is actually single target, right? So he can use the sacerdote set with I don't have here the sacerdote set to give crit damage to the Herta. So Gallagher is not only give like skill point, but Gallagher can sometimes give like 36% crit damage to Herta when she nuking as well. This is why I mostly use Gallagher on my showcase, especially on CE, because like Gallagher actually out damage with like one lower cost if you can manage his skill point. When you see Lingsha, you will feel like, oh, Lingsha, Jade, and Herta looks like the best in slot for each other, but in reality, it's not that much. I think it's quite a trap. Both is quite a trap for you to like you just and this, right? And in the future, I think they might release some like support or maybe some erudition that will work better with her. Then you don't know where these two should go, right? And for in the future, we don't know any information about the future character yet. So yeah, no discussion on that because this stream will be cut out into like a video. so don't kill me that way. Yeah, but if your account is not like this, for example, you don't have any single limited sustain at all. You only have Gallagher, and another side is dying. You are playing MOC. For example, you are going to MOC 11. You are dying against like everything. You are dying against Sam. You are dying against whatever. And next match they have Aventurine. They are dying. You are dying against Aventurine. You really need new sustain. Like first limited 5-star sustain. Then yeah, Lingsha is a good pick. What if you need Gallagher for your Acheron? Good question. I mean, you have this, right? See? I mean, this is playable. So, and if you need Gallagher, you need to ask yourself, do you have any other sustain? And your Herta will be built like much easier to build because you don't have to go for 100% crit rate. You can drop it to 88. If you play RMC, you can drop it to 78. If you play with the Izumo set, you can even drop it to like 66, and you still get 100% crit, which is really good. So do I just throw links on E2 the Herta? If you still need sustain, yes. But from what I tested yesterday with E2 the Herta, I don't think the Herta will die. I think enemy will die first. You can try no sustain. You may find it like extremely ridiculous to play. Okay, so now we go for now we see the light cone. Okay, I want to say this for the free-to-play player. First, do not even go for any light cone in the game. It's not worth. The free light cone and all the light cone you got from pulling character, most of the time is gonna be enough. Having character is much more important. Okay, so we're back to the banner review, right? So okay, for the light cone, you can see that this 3 light cone is like, it's not that good. We all know that the good light cone is on the second part of this like this one, right? The good light cone is on the second part for the banner. See? The good light cone is here, right? See? This dance here. But I will talk about the light cone here later because there is some catch to this light cone. Okay? I will just hide this first and we're back to this banner. Okay, so for the Herta banner, the light cone, you can see that the 4-star light cone is not that good. The only decent one is this one, the Genius Report, because the DPS selling potential for Genius Report is pretty high. It's almost as high as the Tingyun light cone, and in some case or some scenario, this one is actually outperform Tingyun's light cone. So if you don't have any Irradiation light cone at all, then this one is considerable, but still, if you're free to play, I don't suggest you to pull for this. You have a lot of things to play around. For example, you have this, and let me see into the data bank. Unless you are playing the Herta into one target scenario, you will always have this light cone. This light cone will always work because in the past for the Starrail, there is no single enemy group that come in a pair, right? Like if it's 2 elite, it will always have at least one weakness that is matching. So you always have this light cone as your last resort. So you can always use this. This is great. This is okay. This is copable. If you play into 5 target, this one is really good. If you don't have this one is also really good for a 5 target scenario because like actually give some speed and give like a lot of attack. Even though attack got diluted a lot by the Herta, the base stat of 5-star actually make up for that. So it's okay. It's usable. It will not be the top of the graph, but you saw the damage, right? With that damage, even if you're not at the top of the graph, you're gonna clear. Okay? I don't suggest you ever using any 3-star light cone for Herta ever, by the way. Because like all 3 is bad and the base stat is like bad. Okay? If you are battle pass player and you have this as S5, then no need to pull for her light cone. Okay? No need to pull for her light cone. This one will perform really close to her light cone. Okay, but if you are really dying, like you don't have any light cone or you run off with it like, oh, this light cone is so beautiful, I just really want it. Can I get it? It's okay to get, but well, if it's the best way to spend your money or you are Stellar Jade, no. You can get, I will give it like maybe 50% worth, not like 100%. But if you really want your Herta to be stronger than what and best E0 will give you, and you have enough for her E1, then go for E1. E1 S0 Herta is much stronger than E0 S1 Herta. Okay. So for other light cone, the rerun light cone, right? If you want that summary, don't get it done. Yeah, I will type it for you. Herta E1 E2 S1 light cone. In summary, don't get it. Don't pull this. Don't. This one is okay-ish, but if you want to pull this, you better go for E1 Robin. You save, you pull for this, and you go E1 Robin. Then it's better. I mean, E1 Herta Even Herta only damage increase, but okay. So I have to note this that Herta can basic attack. Okay, her Herta can basic attack. It's not like Jingliu where if you have enhanced skill you cannot basic. You can basic attack. Yeah, we are going through the second half banner as well. Yeah. So for summary, these 3 icons you just don't pull. Because like for Lingsha's icon, it's not even her best in slot right now. Because like Lingsha is mostly played as a Jade debt collector, right? Or if you play her as a sustain, unless you're playing break, it's not that good. And even though if you are playing break team, what does break team has right now? Break has Firefly, Ruan Mei, have Harmony Trailblazer and Field, right? The competitive team for break team does not have any sustain anymore, and Lingsha does not increase the damage that much even with this light cone. This light cone is like you better invest this somewhere else. For example, if you really want to invest in the light cone like this 3 banner, you better get away with the Herta light cone. This is 50% worth, right? This is like 20% or 10% worth. Okay, so yeah, that's for the newer player. You get Herta, you get Lingsha, and you get Robin, and you run that team. Done. Easy, right? Okay. For the next, so we go to the next banner. The next banner is this, right? This one, right? We have Aglaea. And Aglaea, yeah. For the Aglaea, you can see that the 4-star looks decent. This one looks decent, but Tingyun, do you still use Tingyun up to this day? This is the real question to all the players who are like super casual. If you like 0 cycle, then sure, you will use Tingyun a lot, even up to this day, maybe as a DDD battery. But you can see this team, right? You watch this team. Is there any Tingyun here? Can Tingyun even like fit around here? Yeah, because Tingyun use Tingyun as a low cost for 0 cycle, but yeah, but maybe Tingyun replace Bronya, but Bronya is free. And Bronya give much better stack generation because she can pull Lingsha, and Lingsha just basic with over and over. Yeah, maybe I think you can do this. It's okay. But if I ask you whether this or this is better, I think you 100% agree that the Bronya will be better for this team. Just because how it works. Just because how this team function. Yeah, I don't think everyone just play Tingyun just for fun anyway. At this time. So Hanya, do you still use Hanya? Yeah, that's another question. You have Sunday, you have Sparkle. If you have it, yeah. Do you still use these 2? Not that much, right? The Su Chang, do you still use Su Chang? Okay, so now we see the light cone, right? There's new light cone going on, so there's like a Ruan Mei cone which is remembrance. We don't know what it does yet, so we will leave it at that. Subscribe for more. I think we can all agree that we don't use it ever. So the only good cone here is the dance. They actually rerun dance in 3.0 into this meta. So is dance good? Yes, it's good. But is dance is a must for team in this current era? Maybe Bronya can use dance, right? It's good. Sure, it's good, but does it work? That's another story, right? Because like if you see at the egg banner, I will get the egg banner up again. This is like Aglaea. This is Aglaea, Boothill, Robin, and Silver Wolf. I will just do this first thing. We are going to 3.x now. I think we can all agree that it's like this, right? First, we can like do this first. Both the light cone and the character itself is not worth it anymore, okay? I think we can all agree on that. We avoid. This is like 1% worth. This is 100%. I think man, I can write 100%, 50, and then maybe 20, 10. If I were to rate the banner, like 50, 20, 10. Okay, Seal Wolf is like 1% or 0. I think 0 is like not exaggerating. Okay, so we go next. So we have the Aglaea, right? Aglaea, Boothill, and Robin. We will discuss about the light cone and what's his face. The light cone and 4-star first. So for 4-star, I will just download this. See? This is the best program ever. Is it worth? So for first, this is a no. Holy, this is so bad. How do I increase the pen? Maybe like this? No. This is no, right? This is like no. Also, you don't play this anymore. This one is like question mark. Maybe I give it like 50% worth. Because maybe you use it now, but a lot of time you don't use it anyway. The Tingyun. Yeah, and for the light cone, for me I think it's like this too. This one is like, we don't know what it does yet, so we will put it as question mark. Okay. This one is no. This one is yes. But how work is the dance light cone actually do for casual player? I would say maybe like 50%. But for zero cycle, 100% for zero cycle. For casual is a lot minus. No, the casual is not that bad. Yeah, so it may be like 50% worth for like new player. But for the existing player who like really want to make use of the dance or at zero cycle, then this 100% worth it. Yeah, I think I should change the color. I can't right. Holy, it's so bad. 100% for zero cycle. Okay, so the 4-star we'll just leave it like here. Okay, we'll go next to the 5-star. So we check in the egg banner. We go back to the egg banner thing. Okay, so Aglaea. All we know from Aglaea. Let me put this first. Okay, so what does Aglaea do? Because the CE server is not out yet. Okay, Robin is like sitting on a super weird spot as well for me. Like Robin is really good, right? But if you watch my stream yesterday, what can we pair with Robin? You play Robin, right? There's like maybe follow up. If you don't have Robin, you have Feixiao, then Robin is a must pull for your Feixiao to function. Otherwise your Feixiao is gonna like dead in the ditch. It's not good for you. If you want to play March hyper carry, then Robin is a good pick. Ratio, okay. If you want to revive your dot, which I don't recommend you to do so, then Robin is also good. But since Robin is on the second part of the banner, what I suggest you to do is actually wait. Holy, the color is like really cursed. Wait for 3.1 info before you pull. Okay, trust the process. You should wait for 3.1 info. Okay, Boothill. This is one of the strongest single target unit in the game, but there's Feixiao on his head though, so like yeah. So I don't know about the Boothill. If you really want to play break, like let me go back. If you really want to play break, like you want to play like Ruan Mei, Harmony Trailblazer, and like maybe like no sustain with like Pela, right? And this slot is Boothill. If you really want to play, then it's okay, you can pull. But if you ask me like you are indecisive and like should I go for Boothill because I think Boothill can clear the content? No, don't go for Boothill because like it's the break in 2025, right? And you don't have fuel to double his damage as well. So you're gonna suffer a lot with Boothill because like for now Boothill can really shoot everything into the dust. It's not like the past. Yeah, so I think for me like Boothill is like not pull. No. Oh, sorry. If I were to give the pull value, I think it's maybe like 50. No, it's maybe 30 because it's a back pulling DPS. It's maybe 30. I mean 20. I'm sorry. Yeah, 20. I mean that's zero cycle by the way. The 2 cost too late. But yeah, the time need to farm that eagle set. Yeah, probably finish like next year. No, Feixiao is like 30. Okay, I fixed. First is 30. This one is 20. Okay, this one is less. I think I should fix some number though. This one it should be 90, right? Because there's 10% of people won't need this. This is 50. This is 30. I should use my eraser. Holy, what is this? Okay. Yeah, I think you can do 0 AV to like please our eyes, by the way. So we can just go and watch or something. Okay, so for the egg banner, I think this is a good wrap. So for summary, I will just put it here, right? So the Herta, 90%. Account with complete to team that play well. Okay, this one is like fair, right? For luxury, but okay. Otherwise cool. Robin's signature, not that much. You save your pool. Okay, for someone who actually want to pull the signature light cone for second half, Aglaea, I don't think I can talk anything about Aglaea yet, so I'll skip. Boothill signature light cone is really good, but it not justify the 70 pool, especially if you have the Moser light cone, the Moser 4-star light cone. This one, I think this account has it though. All this is my main account. Like this one, if you have this one, even if at S3 or S2, you don't need the Boothill signature anymore. This one can function just fine. It's okay. And for the Robin light cone, right? Things from the past, the Harmony light cone is actually pretty compatible with other. Lingsha, 50%. Good. Okay. Feixiao is hard though. Maybe I should raise it to like 50. Because like, she's good. 50. If you have all her team ready, plus E1 Robin, then yeah, it's okay. Pool value not as high as her first release. And Jade 10 bait. Jade is like bait. Okay. Aglaea probably need Sunday and Robin. So to premium need some test. Let me scroll down though. The verdict for Aglaea is like some more testing. It's done. This is like Boothill. Strong single target break, right? But his support is like all gone. The field is already gone. Harmony Trailblazer is going to be a remembrance. Trailblazer Ruan Mei is not rerunning soon, probably. Okay, so if you are a new player and you want to play Boothill, this is pretty concerning for you, right? You don't have any support for him. This is pretty sad. So I mean, you imagine you run Boothill Bronya and like Pela in 2025. You run Boothill Bronya and like Pela on 2025, and like the last lot is sustained, by the way. You don't have Ruan Mei unless you have Ruan Mei. I think I will just do is like 30%, maybe 40. Okay, this should be fair. E1S1 the Herta or E2S0? E2S0 of course, but E2S0 will cost more than E1S1. Okay, so Jade is bait. LC bait. You have both. Okay, so Boothill. So next is Robin. Okay, I think this is like a good one, right? You have a good you have a screenshot. Holy. Okay, the last character is Silver Wolf. Done. Okay, right? Holy. Okay, I think we can wrap it up here for the egg banner. This is like a lot. This is like enough discussion for all of them. Okay, so the egg banner is done. So, yeah, thank you for watching as well. See you guys next time. Bye bye.